Hi, all, welcome to this week's stream, and you're all set to go for a 10-0. Looks like my internet connection is not working. Let me refresh the page. Oh, the internet is fine. Then, did nobody accept my challenge or what? Let me check the lobby. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we have a game with the black pieces. Okay. Mm-hmm. G3, that's fine. Now the idea is to weaken this diagonal. Let's castle and probably go for d6 c5. e5 takes, I go there, f4. Yeah, let's go for d6 with the idea of playing c5 or maybe e5. Also c6 could be an idea because his bishop right now is looking pretty good. In fact, white is playing with king's Indian defense, I believe. Although the knight on c3, I'm not sure, because the c3 knight would be of good use if it were on the king side, but he can obviously deploy his c3 knight to e2, and then after the pawn pushes on the king side, he can move the knight back to the king side. But yeah, c3 would not be directly contributing to that plan. And white is waiting. So I'm not really sure why white is thinking so much. I mean, it's the opening stage of the game, so it shouldn't take that much of time. Let me just see if he's there or not. Okay, we finally knight e2. Now we can go for e5, also c5, but not now. I mean, maybe not c5. I'll go for e5 so that I can play c6 at some point of time. And now I don't have any clue how to proceed with this, because yeah, this was expected. I can push, but then he can play f5. If I take, he takes. Okay, let's go for this, because I don't want to capture on f4. Probably f5 would come. If f5, I would push further down the line my e pawn to lessen the impact of this bishop. And if knight d5, knight takes d5. Okay, now what should I go for? Takes. Yeah, now I have to think about deploying my bishop somewhere. If this knight ever moves, I'll deploy my bishop with tempo, then play c6. Take. If knight d5, still knight takes d5, bishop takes d5, c6. Or even if queen here, then I'll play c6 still, and then I'll, because yeah, okay. Now this diagonal is open for my bishop, and this pawn is weak. Although this is a good outpost for the knight on e2. Now I am thinking about playing this and then bringing my rook to the other side, to the d file, the a rook, getting the rook out of this diagonal, plus this f rook takes care of the f7 pawn. So that's a prophylactic move. However, now I can think of playing queen d7 here, exchanging of the bishops. Or maybe, yeah, I'll go for queen d7, because the rook cannot come here. Maybe bishop will come here and followed by rook d1, but then bishop. Okay, let me go there. If bishop ever comes there, knight f3 check, and I win the bishop on b2. So right now bishop cannot be played directly. He'll take with the king, and then I'm winning this bishop now, or at least the exchange. I think he'll sacrifice his rook here. Yeah. And then I take on g7 maybe. Also is low on time. And now we'll take the rook. Also we have a couple of checks available, so we can see. Okay, so I'm up by a rook and a pawn. I'm up the exchange here by what, like 3 pieces, right? 3 pawns, I mean. So now the idea is to exchange pieces as soon as we can. Oh my goodness, I just blundered that piece. I did not see that I can. Oh, then it's all over. I guess it's good. I mean, then I'll resign from this point. I just completely did not see that I can take the queen on c3 with my queen. That's a good game. Ended in defeat for me. That's fine. Yeah, I think let's play one more. Let's play one more 10-0 and this time try to win the game. I don't know why it's taking me that much of time to get my game. Yeah, okay, there we go. We have kings, aces once again. Let's go for e4. Hey, it's rated, then why did not my rating go down? I don't know what's the issue. Okay, I have to check. Okay, so we have started out with e4 e5 opening and he likes to fianchetto his bishop, I guess. By the way guys, this is the same player with whom I played my previous game wherein he won. Maybe e5. Okay, e6. Now let me just develop my pieces, maybe play queen d2 and then think about castling either side. Also, it's a good idea to not I mean, if given a chance, to keep both the options open for castling on either side of the board, because that keeps a little pressure on your opponent. But maybe knight b5 is not a good move, but in the hand side. But I think I played it because I still want to go for some attack. I mean, you can call it psychology or something like that, but yeah, this time it's not about winning, it's about making sure that I win a winning position and not give it away just like that. So that's why I'm being a little aggressive here. I could have castled on the king side. We'll see whether... okay. And now I will just castle because I really don't have any attack or any opportunities available at the moment. Maybe c6 will be played anytime soon, but yeah, obviously playing c6 would give me the d6 square and that would come with check. But c6 is still played and I will go for d6. Maybe wait. Yeah. Yeah. And now I'll play f5. I believe. Trying to take away squares from this knight maybe, but then I can obviously exchange my knight for the bishop. And I would anyhow go for that, because I like to play with the bishops. So let's see what white plays. Oh, I mean, what black plays now. He has to deploy his c8 bishop, that is for sure. F5. I was expecting f5, but now let's just take this bishop first because he has overextended his king side with f5. And he'll take away with the queen, I believe. Or maybe with the rook, I'm not sure. Maybe with the rook, I believe, because he would not be happy to give away d6 for my bishop. Let's see. Okay, he goes for the queen thing. Let's play a4. Try to get something on the queen side. Knight c6, knight c7 could be played. Also, this is a good score for my knight. Although this knight is also a good piece for my opponent, but he did not go for knight c7. Rather, he played. Okay. Now I'm attacking the knight and also the pawn on e6, which is a weakness. With the ideas of knight g5 maybe on the next move. Let's try to first get away this let's try to get away this knight first of all. Yeah, he'll go to f6, looking for e4 maybe. I mean, I can anytime take the knight and then I can win this piece. Also, this structure would be then a little difficult for black to, I mean, I'll be up a pawn basically. Yeah, but I guess I'll be in a better position with these two pawns advanced. So, but he plays something else. Now I can pin this knight. Again, this was my idea to play my bishop there, and also the pawn is it. He'll likely play a5 here. Okay. I'll still add some more pressure to this pawn, because even if he plays a5, that's fine, because my main target is e6 right now and not b4. Also, knight g5 is also a move to put pressure on e6. And the problem is that the queen is a little passive. My opponent can play queen d7. In that case, I don't know, I can even take here maybe. Or maybe the b4 pawn is also a good option then. Okay, king f7, but now I can take this knight, and then there are some ideas of queen takes e6. Although I did not calculate what after queen takes e6, king f8, and then knight g5, and probably this knight would move, but then hitting the h7 pawn with check would also be an option. That would be a deadly threat. So that would be a mate if given an opportunity. Yeah, so I guess things are turning pretty good for white, and knight g5 is a threat. Mate on f7, also taking down h7. And how do you defend both the threats? Even if you move away this knight to some place to prevent queen f7 check, then okay, then knight takes h7 is a mate. Good game. Let's play another one, but before that, I'm not really sure why my points are not changing. It is a rated game that I'm playing. See, my rating didn't move at all, and it's a rated game that I'm playing. Anyway, we have a new game, so let's go for that. Let's go for Sicilian. And I've also been learning about the dragon variation of the Sicilian. Let's go for the book move. D4 is next, I guess. D4 is what will be played next. I may go wrong in the opening because I have recently learned this opening. So let's go for this, because obviously taking there on c5 would take away the queens, and then the attacking opportunities will be taken away. It will be a queenless game, which I try to avoid. Okay. So let's see if white can see the idea behind playing knight c6 and not taking on d6 with my knight or with my pawn. Maybe bishop e3 would be played now. Okay, now this is interesting, because if everything is correct, then maybe I'm winning a piece here. Oh no, I'm not winning a piece actually. Because if knight c3, knight takes c3, attacking the queen, the bishop can first take on c6 with check, and then he can probably capture my knight on c3. But I'm winning a pawn here, and okay, maybe I can prevent white from castling, because his king side is pretty solid compared to his queen side. Now I'm ready to castle. Let's see how black responds to that. Also I have queen bishop f6. Offering the queen exchange, which I will obviously try to avoid, but okay, I think he'll probably castle on the next move, and I cannot castle now. I mean, I can play bishop e6, but anyhow, let's go for it. And I'm happy with the position because I have the bishop pair and the board is pretty open. Probably might not even castle, or maybe, I mean, I'm not sure. I guess how would white respond to this check? King e1, king d1. King d1 maybe. Yeah. Let's just castle on the queen side. Yeah. Because now this bishop is under attack and I'm threatening. Oh, there we go. But I'm not really sure if this leads to something. Because yeah, okay, now I can I mean this knight is well protecting this bishop, so even if I play, oh, he resigned. Okay, good game. But again, my rating, I'm not sure why it's not changing. I guess, let me see. It's rated game that I'm, yeah, I guess I have to stop the stream now because there's some issue with my rating. It's not changing, so probably we'll stream tomorrow when this issue is sorted. So yeah, that's it for today's stream. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah.